I've been watching the coverage over the fall of Assad, and I've noticed something that is really repeatedly distinctively different. There is this obvious evolution that is incredibly fast moving. And this is something, if you look over the years of things, this is a bit different in this area. Syria, this is a bit different. I don't think some people understand this can be a brand new opportunity to sit down and say, can we have elections? Can we have a new government created that is for all the people of Syria? Can we say that there are literally asteroids that are huge gold nuggets in outer space that are within our grasp? These things are within our grasp. We're talking about mass space mining being 10, 20 years away. The concept that countries can band together and go out on a mass space mining endeavor, a brand new frontier in outer space, and say, yes, we can do this. Private industries from around the world, yes, we can all get together, we can do this. And this means that Syria is at a crossroads because there's been this warmth, this energy that now has taken place. There has been this incredible evolution of lessons, of interaction, of people learning. There's literally like 9 factions that I could find reference to in Syria. I mean, when you look at it, you see like three major factions for sure. But, you could end up having an election and maybe people decide to do certain special reasons and maybe they change. Maybe it's going to change. It's gone from a 2-star to a 3-star flag. Maybe it's going to change and there's going to be more stars representing different size stars, arrangement, maybe more colors, maybe different colored stars. Maybe things are going to mean something else, because this is an opportunity right now. This is an opportunity for people to get together and sit down and say, let's plan the immediate future of our children now. Let's bring the highest technology that possibly could be put on the table and bring it to the table of the national security of Syria. This could become an all-the-way invitation. This is where the invitation is all the way, because what government is founded can go all the way up, the highest possible technological options. Because Syria could say, well, maybe we want to have a future. Maybe we want to do like Ukraine. Maybe we want to be part of NATO. Maybe we want to be part of something else, whatever. But asteroids are out there, and they're the size of Texas. They're 70% cold. We know this. And the most stable nations, the most peaceful nations, supposedly have the highest technology and are going to be going out into space first. And even if you're a small country, you can also get a piece of that. So we have, as I have been running for president, and I'm now entering, because the law allows me to run in 2 races, the gubernatorial race for California, because the way the options of things are going, I do have duties. I do have duties. It's inappropriate for me to concede. I put material out onto that as to why. The Constitution says that attacks against archives and candidates' camps must be resolved before the counting and certification of votes can occur. This is the law. This is the constitutional law. So I have that to deal with. So technically, I am still, yes, a candidate for the presidency. There are unresolved matters. There are reasons that could change things. We have massive election rigging and election rugging out of California. Billions of dollars in damage to my archive system. We're talking very serious crimes were committed. And the Constitution actually says it's mandatory that some of these attacks on archives, these are mandatory death penalty areas. But aside from that, if I'm to step up and say, hey, look, I see a brand new opportunity. I see an opportunity for people to be happy, to even be in tears with love, and say, we can build something brand new, a brand new piece, because people have earned it. And I say to you, look at these images and tell me that this is not an evolution. I see mass evolution. I see something completely different. I see a brand new purity of Syria from the standpoint of people who are in Syria. And this means all of the factions can sit down and discuss things. There can be leadership spots. The districting can be made up. It can be done. There can be a Syrian Congress or a Syrian Parliament. However they decide that they want to do this, they can add extra positions. Myself, I'm putting forth an economic czar board and elected czar for California. Economic. And this means that you're talking about people on the board that are going to be added, elected, and a general head of the board, which is the economic czar. It's also an elected position. I want to bring this about because there's too many tasks that have to be done. California is too large. We need the same thing for the United States. But any country can do this. Any country can say, we are going to modify and make the most advanced structure possible to optimize what can be done. There's so much power with what can be done with AI right now. And the decision of a good agreement, a good commitment for peace by the regional countries, this could involve 40, 60 countries. This could be the most incredible miracle that you could conceive. I'm very serious about this. This is an opportunity to go all the way up and say, we want a pure and bright nation. And say, we want to stop the blood. We want to stop murders and violent rape. We are even willing to put in SAR, security satellite systems. That's the highest technology on the board that's available right now. But it's possible. That's a blade of grass that can be seen from outer space and recorded at 60 frames per second. Yes, the technology is expensive, but most of it, the processing of it, comes from computers, and we're massively changing computers at an incredible rate. Incredible rate. We're doubling powers of computers that are already incredibly powerful by the month. It's mind-boggling. And this means that we can set up new security situations where people can live in an environment where nobody can step out and commit murder because they will not be able to escape. Anyone who would commit such a crime would pretty much be committing suicide. So there's brand new opportunities because of options that are very real. And it's wide open. Everything, it's a new beginning. Everything is wide open. We have people who have been evolving that basically, even some of them, they're labeled as terrorists. But we have people that you can see the way they walk. They walk nightly. They're very nice to everybody. they've worked very hard to build governmental infrastructure over the years. Everything is on the table to say everything needs to be reconsidered. Because right now, in the hands of people is a chance to decide and say, we are consulting with our most inner selves. We are consulting with God. And we have decided of a new way of purity. And I think if people sit down and we have honest discussions, that all of this can manifest into a brand new understanding. And this means that people that were accused of certain things, that the slates are clean. They're gone. They don't exist. If in all earnest, people can sit down and say, I am moved by the purity of truth, of righteousness, that I am moved by what is the right thing to do. What is the best thing to do for the children? And say, have we earned this? Have we toiled? Have we fought hard for this? And I want to say that there's an evolution. People have fought for something. And I believe that there is a pouring out opportunity and the invitation all the way up to the highest technology and beyond board with asteroid gold mining, all the way an invitation to heaven, that this is what's on the table. Because this is what people can decide. Because they can say this is simple because it's our choice. And we can talk with people who are important all around us. They can talk all the countries around them. They can bring them all to the table. This is a brand new chance to go all the way up to heaven. All the way up. Everything is new. This is what is on the table. If you want to cheat yourself and take less, that would be your choice. But I see this, it is all open. It is all an opportunity right now. I have some calls coming in. I want to thank you people for your time. I have to take these calls. They're important. And I am just praying that, in fact, that the most optimum chance is going to occur. I want to thank you for your time very much. Michael Crosby.